Hello, cats and kittens. Mama Cat Gamer here in Eorzea with Gavtia on our Final Fantasy XIV complete playthrough. We are at the quest A Wild Rose by Any Other Name. We are in the A Realm Reborn base story. And I just see that my daughter had sent me a gift. Look what we have here. So I'm at the delivery Moogle. Look what we have here. A new letter has arrived just for you, Kupo. Let's see what it is. It's a surprise. Enclosed is the following gift from your friend, Emmerich's attire. Oh, yeah. She knows I love Sir Emmerich. All right, I could delete that, but we'll just leave it there for right now. I am actually going to go and put this on there. I'm going to see how see how the hair looks. So let's go to the main Aetheryte. That's where we're going to go, because we got to go to our inn to equip our items, add them to our glamour chest. And, you know, I get so turned around in here sometime. If you get turned around too, don't feel bad. I've been playing this game for a while and I still get turned around. All right, let's go to the innkeep. We hope you have a pleasant stay. Oh no, do I have any glamour prisms? Yes, I have 11. Good. All right, I'm going to put it into my glamour dresser and make a glamour. All right. Lord Commander's coat. They have this new feature now. It just came out with 7.1, where you can add your gear glamour in sets. Now, can I put this in my armoire? I can. Okay. I'm going to show you how you can put it into your glamour dresser, though, because that's a new feature, and I found it's not the most intuitive. And I went searching for a way on how to do this online, and it's not immediately obvious. Okay. When you open your glamour dresser, you will see this icon that says Outfit Glamour. All right? It will pop up with a screen, one outfit glamour ready combination found. All right. Select the gear you wish to add in the outfit glamour. Only items of the same quality may be selected, which means you cannot have normal quality items and try to put a high quality item with it or vice versa. All right. Now, all you have to do is click this, left click, and left click again. All right. Once you have these, you'll see that it's grayed out here. But if you have it in your inventory, you can left click it again, store as glamour. All right. Includes items that can be stored in an armoire. All right. Now, since I can save this as an armoire, I should put it in my armoire. But for the sake of explaining how this works, store as outfit glamour. You'll see that it only takes up one slot, theoretically. Even though it says I have 2 out of 800 in there. All right. Now, let's edit glamour plates. We have no glamours on. Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. All right. Let's go to all. And I want to do the Lord Commander coat. All right. We could put the arms on too. If you like that sort of thing. He needs some pants. I don't have any pants in my glamour dresser. So let's go to the armoire, see what I got there. I got strife bags. Those look a little baggy for me. Leonhardt bottoms. Sure. We got the boots. We got the strife boots. What do I got for boots? I don't think I have anything else for boots. Right now, anyway. Let's open the glamour dressing and see what I got for boots. I don't have anything there for boots. All right. Let's call it good there. And hit save. I will get some better boots in the future. Okay. In fact, I need to... I wonder if I went and picked up my MGP. I may not have. Now let's, we have to use this item in our inventory. All right. Now, if you want to equip a new hairstyle, you go over here to the Crystal Bell. Now, you have to have done the Jandalane. Is that his name? Jandalane. Yeah, you have to do the Jandalane quest. Which I did. Oh, he's hilarious. Come over to the Crystal Bell and summon the esthetician. Hello, Jandalane. As once did this very realm, from the darkest depths of unseemly ugliness shall you rise anew. Prepare yourself. While customizing your appearance, you will be unable to communicate with players and engage in other activities. Okay. Now, I really want to do the hairstyle. That's his current one. Now, this is the one that I just bought, okay? And you see it's got this little token here. Do I like that hair? Let's do the hair color, because I think that blue is now a little too bright for my taste. I want it to be kind of subtle. Yeah. Do we like that hair? Gosh, we could even go blue. What do we think, guys? Kind of changes his tail too, doesn't it? I like the black fur. Kind of sleek look to it. That blue's a little too bright for my taste still. All right. I like that. I like that a lot. Light blue, dark blue. The nice thing is you can see his eyes with this one, but you still get the Shaggy Bang kind of look to it. All right. All right, we're going to save that. I'll use a token since I have one. Where once stood a disheveled shell of a man, there now shines a beauty reborn. He saunters off. All right. We like this look. It's really, really cute. Okay. Exit room. To catch a poacher. Let's go to the Archers Guild. because that is now available. And my guy's 24. You always want to stay up to date with your job quests. Keep it as close to your MSQ level as possible because you get the most skills that way. Later levels have different quests available. They're called role quests at later level. Let's talk to Lucian. Guildmaster Lucian wants you to go to Buscarone's druthers. You come at a good time, Gav. I have a task for you. A petition has arrived from the proprietor of Buscarone's druthers out in the South Shroud. The petitioner, Buscarone himself, has requested our assistance in dealing with a gang of poachers. I would have the three of you meet with him and investigate his claims. Leah Aliopo says, the three of us? You mean Gav, myself, and... Silver, it would be better if I went alone, Silver. The Makote and the other one would only encumber me. He's such a snot. No, Silver, you will go as three. Also, it is past time you recognize Gav as a fellow archer. Silver, I will not. I have held my tongue on the matter of his continued presence here, but I will bend no further. Leah says, who in the seven hells do you think you are? Bow Lord Lewin? In case you've forgotten, you aren't even a quiverman anymore. Silver, that may be, but I have shed blood defending our borders, unlike you, savage. Savage? You know nothing about me, you bigoted son of a... Lucian, enough! But one more word, and you shall have cause to regret your petulance. The three of you will go to Buscarone's druthers in the South Shroud. Now, out of my sight. I think we've tried her patience enough, haven't we? All right, speak with Buscarone. Let's hire a chocobo. It'll take us a whole minute. And that way we won't aggro everything under the sun on the way. Ah, you lot must be from the Archers Guild. Welcome, friends. Now, as your guildmaster will have said, I put in a request for some keen-eyed archers to help me track down a gang of poachers that have been plaguing these parts. If I may, says Silver, it is not uncommon to find poachers in this region. While regrettable, neither the gods Quiver nor the Wood Whalers deemed them worthy of attention. Why, then, did you imagine them worthy of ours? Buscarone. 'Cause they ain't no common poachers. They're Pawu Mujuk's gang. He says nothing. They say she and hers are always moving, staying one step ahead, but I reckon she's hiding out here somewhere. Thing is, I can't just send my people out searching. I made a pact with the Red Belly Bandits. See, we stay out of their territory, and they don't make no trouble at the druthers. That being so, if I summon the massed ranks of the Whalers and the Quivermen, all seven hells would swiftly break loose, assuming they thought the matter worthy of their attention, of course. Needless to say, that's not an option. As luck would have it, though, I've got 3 keen-eyed archers to take care of things instead, and all without raising no alarms. We understand. You may leave the matter to us. Lee, Gav, split up and scour the area for any signs of the poachers. Should you discover anything, return here and wait. We will reconvene to compare our findings ere long. Go. Let's see where we gotta go next. Okay, somewhere up in this general vicinity. Okay. Trying to stay out of the way of the kid traps there. Ah, I see something else there. Iron leg trap. All right, let's go. Looks like we got an instance quest or duty coming up. Severe, an iron leg trap and a poacher's arrow. These are both evidence of illegal activity, but nothing that will help us find Pawa. And these mead bottles are but old refuse from before the Druthers was even built. They have no connection to the gang. What do you know of this Pawa woman, Silver? I know that she is the most infamous poacher ever to walk the Twelveswood. A born leader, deadly with the bow, she formed her own gang of Makote hunters. She was apprehended once and would have been brought to justice had she not tricked a foolish young sentry into releasing her before vanishing without a trace. Is that so? In any case, we've scoured the area and found nothing. How do we know that this Pawa was ever even here? I say we inform the God's Quiver and the Wood Whalers, taking care not to implicate Buscarone and leave the rest to them. This doesn't concern the Archers Guild. Silver says, it concerns Gridania Lee. Pawak Mujuk is a savage and utterly amoral poacher whose actions, however indirectly, threaten the city's well-being. But what would a vagrant like you know of duty to one's homeland? No more than he, I suspect. How dare you, and you, Gav, say something! I don't know, I just want to let him keep going. You see, even he knows it to be true. His silence speaks volumes. Damn it, Gav, say something! Alright, now we gotta say this. Now is not the time for this. Very well, we will return to the matter at hand. Mayhap we should take a second look at the clues you have gathered. Look all you want, though the trap and the arrow we found suggest poaching, there's nothing remotely unusual about them. What do you think we should examine, Gav? The empty mead bottles. Why are you still carrying that rubbish? I told you those bottles predate the Druthers. They have no connection with this matter. Lee says, but if those bottles are so old, why do they retain the scent of mead? They must surely have been opened recently. Wait, before the calamity, Buscarone once served as a sentry, yet even then he sometimes spoke of owning his own tavern, and it was an open secret that he was brewing his own private stock. If some survived, of course, Buscarone's scar, his old lookout post. May not be Pawa Mujik, but we must investigate at once. Alright, investigate Buscarone's scar. This one we gotta run. Your sprint is actually faster than Peloton. For however long it lasts. Oh lordy, we gotta go back up here by these critters. who are, of course, going to aggro on us. Why they put all these here, I do not know. Dot him. Let's dot him again. Stay out of the poo. This is so freaking annoying. Square Enix, please move the ads there. This is really a lot for one little level 20 character to deal with. And of course, they will respawn once you come out of there. That being said, we can always run away. Sometimes a strategic retreat is a good thing. Any signs? Look, the ground is covered in Mikote footprints. These tracks are fresh, very fresh. I'll wager the bandits were alerted to our coming and fled, else they're hiding near... Take cover! And here I was thinking we'd caught ourselves some of them meddling bloody masqueraders. Not that I'm complaining, hiding your face downright bloody rude when you ain't been introduced. Speaking of ill manners, don't you know it ain't decent to barge your way into a lady's bedchamber without knocking? You would lecture us on manners? Truly, I've heard it all. They have us outnumbered. We had best split up. The leader's mine. I'll try to isolate her from her litter. Silver, Gav, the rest I leave to you two. As you will. There we go. All right. We're gonna give ourselves a Raging Strikes, give ourselves a little buff. Don't let him get away! Oh, the healer. We need to take a healer out first. Eorzines violating the Geneva Convention. Don't forget you can use your second wind if you need it. So watch your health bar. Oh, there's another healer. Take them out because they'll keep re-healing all their buddies, and you'll never be able to get them down easily. Oh, thanks, Silver. You could help me kill this one instead of standing there. Okay. Anytime now, man. Duty complete. Was that the last of them? Have you seen Aliopo? With me, Gav. Ouch. Tis, tis, that was a piss-poor showing, sister. And you call yourself a keeper. A hunter with no fangs ain't nothing but prey. No! Ooh, nice shot. All right, Silver. You have a heart after all. Oh, bugger, looks like playtime's over. Be seeing you, sister. Oh, nice. They actually moved us away from there. Good. All right. Pawamujuk, I was no match for her. Silver says. So it was Pawamujuk after all. Buscaron must be informed. All right. Let's go back to the headquarters there. Running, running, running. All right, let's see what Buscaron's got to say for us. 7 hells, they were at my old post, and they drank me old mead. That stings most of all. Well, 'tis past time the proper authorities were informed. I'll send messengers to the wood whalers and the gods' quivers. The red belly bandits won't like it one bit, but I'll see they're told exactly who the military is after. I'll only hope it'll be enough. Of course, Pawamujuk's no fool. Now she knows she's been spotted, she'll break camp and be long gone by the time the next bell sounds, and the trail won't stay fresh long either. Anyway, you've done me a great kindness, friends. Tell Lucian I appreciate the help. Alright. That's an E-Shroud. Alright, that would be my Lancer quest, but we'll defer that for the moment. Alright, report to Lucian. Let's go to New Gridania. I think... What do I got? Yeah, I've got the teleport, or return skill. So I can go there for free. Free is good. Archer's Guild? Welcome back, Gav. Silver tells me that you encountered Pawamujuk. No Gridanian could fail to recognize that name, so oft as it's been spoken and with such bitterness. I fear we lack the strength to face her ourselves. This is a matter for the gods' quiver and wood whalers. That you confronted her and survived is a testament to your growing mastery of our art. And I was surprised to note that Lee and Silver were not at loggerheads upon their return. I presume we owe this unnatural state of affairs to your calming influence? No? Modest to the last, truly your every deed bespeaks a clarity of vision far beyond your years. I implore you to share that perspective with your peers and help them to grow into better, wiser archers. As you go forth and temper your skills in battle, know that we always look forward to your return. I don't know what I've got for gear right now. Okay, so... Alright, some of this is better than what I've got right now, I think. 20, 20, 20, 20. Item comparison, if you really want to know if it's better. Yeah, I can do without the skill speed. It's about the same, isn't it? You're sacrificing one for the other. Strength, vitality, dexterity, crit hit. You know, I kind of like having the determination, though, too. Level up. Okay. Nice. Can equip that. I'm going to equip it and see what happens. All right, this says it's this is the better stuff, so that's the recommended. I am going to glamour plate it though. God. At least that's a little better looking than some of the other stuff, right? But still, we'll apply this one. Lucian has another quest for us. Ah, Gav, I had hoped you would come. You may be able to help. I'm concerned about Lee and Silver. They show signs of losing perspective, and, well, mayhap it is best you see for yourself. I cannot help but feel that both would benefit from your counsel. Consider this a personal request, Gav. Speak with Silver. The stick-up-his-ass elf. Ellison. Oh, gods. Did Lucian send you to pester me by any chance? This is hardly her concern. It is most definitely not yours. If you must know, I have decided to leave the guild. I mean to track down Pawa Mujuk and finish what we started. The God's Quiver and Wood Whalers seem content to ignore our warnings, but I will not let her escape again. I already made that mistake once, and it cost me my place in the God's Quiver. I, the foolish young sentry of whom I once spoke, he was me. We had her, Gav. There was no escape. But then she began to wail about a wounded comrade, one who would surely die without her help. She looked me straight in the eye and begged. And I blinked. I failed to see through the most elementary ruse. I failed Gridania and the God's Quiver, and while that can never be forgiven, mayhap I can reclaim a measure of honor by stopping her. But a wanderer like you would not understand what it means to betray your people. Worry not, I do not intend to leave just yet. I will continue to gather information until I am certain of Mujuk's whereabouts. Make no mistake, though. It is only a matter of time. Now run along, will you? Oh, and if you are so concerned about your fellow guildmates, you should attend to that moping Mikote. The sight of her shuffling around while staring at her feet is bad for morale. Not that it matters to me. Yeah, sure it doesn't matter to you, man. I think you got a little soft spot for Lee. You just don't want to say it. Oh, it's you. Tell me, Gav, do you ever think about home? Do you ever wish you could go back? Mine was just another poor village in the Twelveswood. The fields were more stone than soil, and merchants hardly ever bothered to visit. We didn't have a lot, but we didn't need it. And then the calamity came. I remember running, and the screams. It was so loud, Gav. So unbearably loud. And then I was here in a strange city, surrounded by more people than I'd ever seen, and I didn't know any of them. But I knew how to hunt. I was always good at hunting, Gav, and the guild gave me a place to get better. At least I thought I had gotten better. She, Pawa Mujuk, she was so much more. I've been thinking, Gav, that maybe this is a sign. Maybe Silver is right. And this guild, this city, is no place for an outsider like me. And so I've decided to leave. I'm glad to have known you, Gav, even if it was only for a short while. Forgive me if this is too selfish a request, but before I go, I would like to meet with you one last time. Ooh, she asking me on a date? Alone in the South Shroud, these Gridanians would not understand. Does she like him or not? I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. All right, meet Lee Aliapo in the South Shroud. I'm going to go to Quarry Mill. We're going to ignore that so we can get to our destination. Plus, it's only got 3 minutes left anyway. No, don't hurt him. And here I was thinking you mightn't accept my kind invitation. I don't recall inviting him, though. 'Tis rude to presume, Sonny, and I do so hate rudeness. Wait, it's not his fault. It's mine. I invited him. He's a member of the Archers Guild like me, and he's not Gridanian. Oh, I do begin to recall his face. Aye, knows how to hold a bow, that one. Well, he ain't the typical recruit, but I reckon I might be willing to make an exception. No, it's not like that. I wanted to say goodbye. Gav, ever since I met Pawa, I've been at a loss. But I realize now that my place isn't at the guild with the Gridanians. They'll never accept me. This is where I belong with my people, carrying on our traditions, our archery, not Gridania's. It's all I have left, Gav, so I'm going with Pawa. Maybe you don't understand now, but just promise me you won't tell Lucian. Or Silver. What will you say? As you wish? The hells I won't. I'm going to go with the hells I won't. You? Gav? I had a feeling he might be harboring a few niggling objections. Worry not, sister. Shoot the bastard. No! Ain't no love lost twixt ye and the guild, is there? Then what's the problem with feathering a bloody venturer? No bugger'll miss him. I'll miss him all right, so just stop. Dear me, and I had such high hopes for you, Miss Aliapo. Waste of bloody time, a keeper that's lost her nerves, about as much use to me as a glass bow. But there's no sport in killing captured prey. Ugh. I'd better not see neither of you again, 'cause if I do, I'll show you what happens to prey that's daft enough to get caught twice. Away, sisters, away. How do you do it, Gav? How do you live in this place with these people? And why do you even bother? What have they ever given you besides scorn? Well, what do you see in them, Gav? Even though you joined the guild after I did, you've come so far so quickly. Maybe you've even surpassed me. I have to know how you've done it. I have to know what it is that I'm doing wrong. There's only one way I can think to find out. Meet me at the Bannock. All right. Where are we going to go next? Bent Branch Meadows. Okay. Go up here to the Bannock. These got us an instant's duty. Shall we begin, Gav? This might be a little tough since it's level 29 and we are level 25, but yeah. Then defend yourself. Show me what these people have taught you. Oh, I guess we're fighting her. Let's get the Falcon. Gonna leave that one for now. I see now. It's so simple. You have opened your eyes and looked beyond your master's faults. You've accepted their teachings and taken them to heart. Even Silver, for all his bigotry, wishes only to preserve his traditions. I lost sight of everyone else's struggles and became obsessed with mine own. I was so afraid to let go of my cherished notion of archery, my family's notion, and learn another way. I didn't want to betray them or dishonor their memory. But I have a family here too, a family that sees the wider world and is willing to show me how blinkered I have become. As archers, we train our eyes and minds to be unforgiving, to defy any attempt at concealment and discern the naked truth. It is little wonder, then, that I have neglected to look inside myself until now. Though unquestionably worthwhile, I've found the experience rather excruciating. Thank you, Gav. I now know that I belong at the guild together with you and Lucian. And yes, even that bloody Wildwood. God's help me. I think I might actually miss him. Oh, I think she's got a sweet spot for him, too. They'd make a cute little couple that would drive each other crazy. All right, we're going to go over to the Hawthorne hut. And we will... Actually, I'm going to run over there as a... so I can speed up. Make sure I'm going the right spot. Okay. I think they're at the top of this tower here. Oh, yep. They are. Let's change to Lancer. Yeah, I'm gonna put the little headpiece back on though. Armory chest. My goodness, I got a lot of bows in there. Oh, when I'm level 25 or below. Oh, okay. Okay, well, we're going to equip that then. Reassign gear. I don't know why it wants me to update my portrait, but they fixed some of the portrait features with this latest patch. All right. You must be the young Lancer I was told to expect. Greetings and well met. I am Mathiomi, commander of the brave men and women of this spire. Now, let's have a good look at you. I see. You possess strength and skill in abundance. Of this there is no doubt, but you still want for experience. I don't doubt you've seen much and more. Mayhap you believe there is naught left out there to unnerve you. Yet the world is wide, and only the gods can claim to know all. You may be assured that the legendary lancers of old faltered at times. No lancer nor any man can foresee all possibilities, but he can steel himself for the unexpected. I would have you do just that. Take this bottle of fresh-spoken blood and sprinkle it at the foot of the great tree to the north. Doing so will lure out creatures of the night, which you are to vanquish. Let's make sure I got my food on still. I'm going to use it. Oh, I did that wrong. I keep my power surge up, because that gives you damage dealt increase. All right, now we got to report back to Mathiomi. Welcome back, son. Well done. I bore witness to your battle with mine own eyes. The bloodbat bewilders its prey with its ceaseless flittering, which makes putting a spear in the beast an exercise in frustration. Frustration that may easily have given rise to panic. Yet, to your credit, you fought on resolutely and thus emerged the victor. Ewain has taught you well, young one. You have a way to go, to be sure, but beneath those rough-hewn edges I see the makings of a great lancer. With my blessing, make your way to Buscaron's druthers in the South Shroud. It is there you will meet your next instructor. Buscaron himself awaits. The man had a unique approach to our art. Though it's a fair while since he hung up his spear, his words are well worth hearing. Indeed, lancers visit him as much for his counsel as they do his mead, good though it is. By meeting Buscaron and availing yourself of his knowledge, your lance work will surely improve. Alright, here we go. Let's go to the quarry mill. We're going to take the chocobo over there. Alright, here we are at Buscaron's headquarters. Let's talk to him again. Well, if it isn't Ewain's protege, I thought it was about time you arrived. I'm Buscaron. This here's my place. In case you're wondering why Ewain sent you, I should mention I've not always been in the food and drink business. Before I opened the druthers, I manned an outpost not far from here. Any road, between keeping throats wet and bellies full, I ain't got a great deal of time to chat just now, so if you don't mind, I'll get on with educating you. Now, take this nice bottle of full flower mead. Wait, don't open it. This ain't that kind of lesson. No, I want you to make an offering of it at Miss Stahl's Lance, which is a monument tucked away in a rocky cleft to the south of here. See the bottle safely there and complete with its contents, and when you come back, I'll tell you a story. Got all that? Good. All right. Usually as long as you don't bother or try to attack these scarred antelope creature types, they won't bother you. It's got its head. Its head's in the rock. Oh my god, that is funny. I shouldn't laugh, but that's hilarious. Target is not in range. What do you mean target's not in range? It's right freaking there. I just had to be turned around the right way. Okay. Alright. I'm not sure why we had to go do that, but alright. Ask not what Buscarone can do for you, but ask what you can do for Buscarone. Back we go to the druthers. So you're offered up the mead as I told you, and without drinking a drop, very well, you shall have a tale of me, as promised. Mistal is the man who founded the Lancers Guild, and the monument I sent you to was erected in his honor. Mistal was courage made flesh. Cut him, and I dare say he would have bled the stuff. It was him who first identified the two aspects of a Lancer's courage, as well as how to go about tempering him. And that weren't all he did. Seeing how the art had gone stale, what with our Lancers keeping to the confines of the Twelveswood, he sought to bring in new techniques and methods from faraway lands. But Gridania was a different place in his day. The outside world was a thing to be shunned back then, and non-Forestborn were considered faithless savages. Aye, it was even worse than now. Of course, old Mistal wasn't afraid to call that way of thinking what it was, a lot of ignorance and cowardice. To cut a long story short, despite a forest full of good old Gridanian stubbornness, he finally convinced the nation to open its doors to foreign Lancers, and by blending their techniques with his own, he gave the world the art which you now practice. To this day, the Lancers Guild accepts students regardless of their origin. That wouldn't have been possible if it hadn't been for Mistal. Us Lancers owe him much and more, and it's our charge to carry on his legacy. Never forget that. What's that? When's the trial? Much as I hate to disappoint, there isn't one. Your courage was never in doubt, son. My part in your training's done. 'Tis time you visited your third and final instructor, a fellow named Vauclair. You'll find him whiling away his time at the Bobbing Cork, like as not. Oh, that's the name of an inn in Falgard Float, in case you don't know. Up in North Shroud it is. Vauclair is an old rival of mine. Me and him used to go at it till neither man could lift his spear tip off the ground. I warn you, he was a right stubborn bugger back then, and the years ain't done much to improve his humors. So, good luck with impressing him. Let's go to the Bobbing Cork. I do not have that attuned. I think we'll go back to Bent Branch Meadows? Question mark? Yeah, that's going to be the faster route. I could go to Gridania, but then I'd have to run through all of here. But if I go through Central Shroud, I can come up this direction and have less distance to go to. All right. And because I want to run faster, take advantage of the Oh no, you really? There you go, okay. I thought I was stuck for a minute. Oh, I have to go up top. That's right. I wonder if I'm going to be able to. Because that area can be a little tricky. We might have to go back to Gridania after all. What level are these guys? 29. That's pushing it for us. And I think there's ones that we can aggro up ahead. So let's go back to Gridania. Because I think we'll be able to get to that place through a safer zone. All right. Sometimes you got to think about these things, about how you can get through without dying, because otherwise you'll end up back here anyway. See if we can exit to the North Shroud via the Ethernet. Yes. Yes, we can. This is doable. A little dangerous, but doable. Oh, hey. Might as well kill these Bane mites. I have to kill 5 of these things? Oh my god. The boss makes me just a little nervous. Just a little nervous. Yeah, this is definitely the safer route to go. Well met, traveler. Should we mend our gear? Yes, we should. What level weapons does he have here? Oh, I only have a level 15 one. Ew. Well, let's buy us a level 26 one. Alright. We need to be in our Lancer gear anyway. Oh, that's a tune. I almost forgot. I would have hated myself later. I think he's on the upper floor. Yep, I think I just saw a little blue thing there. Here's Vauclair. I take it you are the young Lancer of whom Ewain spoke, and an adventurer besides, by the look of you. I was an adventurer once myself. That was before I became a lance for hire. But enough idle talk. You've come to learn from me, and learn from me you shall. Be warned, though, that you will not find me as lenient an instructor as the others. Now pay attention. Thus far you have learned to muster your courage in situations of fear, panic, and uncertainty. But with me you will learn to do so in the face of change. The enemy is a living thing, and living things are apt to change. Whatever the nature of that change, a Lancer must be able to think and adapt. And to think and adapt during battle requires courage. To teach you the meanings of my words, I would have you challenge a fiery fiend known as the Red Balloon. However, the creature will appear only when there is a raging flame. You may kindle such a flame by procuring 6 fingers from slain balloons and depositing them at a gutted campfire. This should suffice to entice the Red Balloon. As the battle wears on, the creature's fury shall burn with ever greater fervor until it is ripe to burst in a conflagration of death. Let courage lend strength to your lance and extinguish this fiery foe. Well, now where do we got to go next? We have to go south from here. Okay. Speaking of, since we're in this area... Mightling? Oh my gosh. Well, I could have done a bunch of those earlier, but I forgot. See if we can get one without getting the golem. Alright, there's one. I know we're going to have to go up this way, so we will head in this direction. See how fast they respawn. So I know this is places where I gotta light the fire, right? So, makes sense to come over this way. Trying not to aggro one of those Yarzons. Because the last thing I need is to fight 2 enemies on this. Let's go back to Fallgourd Float. Gotta go up the stairs here. So you have vanquished the red balloon, no less than what I would expect from one of Ywain's. Your enemy altered its nature throughout the encounter, thereby causing the terms of battle to shift repeatedly. Yet ever did you press onward, your courage holding firm in the midst of constant change. So it was that you emerged triumphant. I am not known for being liberal with my praise, but you have done well. Yours is a genuine courage. Mind you, this does not give you license to forsake your training. You are still but a fledgling among us after all. I have finished with you. You may report back to Ywain, and when you do, tell that young upstart that I demand he show his face here from time to time. That is all. Right. Let us go back to Gridania. Lancer's Guild. Old Vauclair demands I show my face. I can only assume the buxom brunette at the float isn't lavishing him with the attention he craves. Very well, I shall see what I can do. As for you, Gav, well done. I never doubted that you would meet with the approval of all 3 men, yet I am no less proud of you for having done so. You have traveled far along the Lancer's path, and soon you will no longer require my guidance. In fact, you need overcome but one further trial to complete your education here. Do so, and I will give you my blessing to leave the Lancers Guild and embark upon a new adventure with spear in hand. As ever, apply yourself to your lance work, and return when you are ready for your final challenge. I look forward to our next meeting. Alright, we already have a shirt that's level 25-ish? Level 20. Oh, okay. Let's upgrade our headgear. Since we only have a leather eye patch right now. I should have known that I would get this for a drop. Why can't I equip it? It's weird. Oh, because I'm not level 26. Duh. I'm gonna equip my Emmerich's gear there. Oh, he looks good in that. Nice. Nice, very nice. Let's just leave him in that for now. All right. Looks like he's actually got some armor on for once. Archers. Welcome home, Gav. You need not say a word. One look at Lee's eyes was enough. Thank you for returning her to us. When we focus on a single goal and pursue it with passion and fervor, it becomes easy to lose sight of what else lies before us. With your skill and vision, Gav, you can help your fellow archers to look beyond themselves and remember their comrades. I hope I can count on your support at the future. See, item comparison. You know, you get more stats out of the shirt than anything else. Let's see what else I got on here. Oh, it's all level 17 at least. All right. Velveteen shirt it is. Good thing I have glamour plates now. Okay. Lordy. That just looks really good with that hair like that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. All right, Lucian has nothing else for us either. What level is Camp Dry? Okay. We don't have to worry about upgrading our armor quite yet. We've finished off some of our job quests to kind of get that up to as high a level as we can because it gives us a lot more skills. But now let's return to our main scenario quest. And it's a wild rose by any other name. Speak with Eisenbard at Camp Drybone. Oh, we're unattuned. Okay. My goodness, I'm like not attuned to anything there. Okay, to Uldal we go. You know what I think we'll do is Gold Saucer. 291 versus 514. I will take it. Eventually it won't make any difference. But when you only have 6,000 gil right now and you gotta get some armor in a little while. Go to Ulda. Lift attendant. Ruby Road Exchange. Yes. Let's go to Steps of Nald, because that's farther north. I want to get to Blackbrush Station there. Running, running, running. I'll grab this Aetherite Shard. I think... Oh, okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to do this. Okay. We're going to make a side trip. I want to unlock melding and spirit bonding. Swinbros wishes to disseminate the secrets of materia creation. What would you say if I told you that inanimate objects can possess a soul? They can, believe it or not, although the soul in question is not their own, but that of their owner. Through faithful service, the arms and armor that we use come to hold our spiritual energy. Thus do we form a spirit bond with them. This spiritual energy can be drawn out and converted into materia, a special kind of crystal that can be attached to gear to enhance its properties. I am well versed in the ways of materia extraction. If you wish to learn more about the process, it would be my pleasure to teach you. You're ready to commence your learning? Good. As you will have gathered by now, materia is a crystallized form of one's spiritual energy. As this energy is derived from an individual's psyche, a volatile beast at the best of times, a degree of variance is to be expected in its production. In practice, this will mean you won't know the exact properties of a stone until you cradle it in your hand. Now, materia won't grant you much of anything on its own. Its power must be tapped, see, and this is achieved by melding it to gear. Know, though, that it takes the deft hands of a craftsman to meld materia. You can always seek others to attach materia on your behalf, but if you would sooner do it yourself, I recommend you speak with Phobos. Melding is her field of expertise. All right, if you wish to remove materia from an item, highlight its icon and select Retrieve Materia. There is a chance that the materia will be salvaged. All right. Extracting materia can be extracted from one piece of gear, can be affixed to another, improving its attributes. All right. To extract materia from an item, you must have first created a spirit bond with it by using the piece repeatedly in battle, crafting, or gathering. Once an item's spirit bond reaches 100%, you'll be able to select extract materia from the list of available subcommands. Once materia is extracted from an item, its spirit bond will be reduced to 1%. Affixing a materia to an item can be done by a disciple of the hand with the proper training, or by speaking with materia melder NPCs. Should you wish to remove materia, you may do so by highlighting it and selecting retrieve materia. Oh, what level do we got to be for Phobos? Waking the spirit. Oh, I have to have a disciple of the hand. Okay. All right. We don't have that right now. You got to be a crafter or gatherer for that. All right. But now I can extract materia. Oh, and see, I already have like stuff ready. See how this is grayed out? It means it's not 100%, but these mean they're 100%. So let's retrieve it. Mailed requests. The level of an item also plays a role in who can and cannot enhance the gear, requiring higher level crafters as the level of the item increases. If you lack the ability to meld your materia to an item, you may enlist the aid of other players or speak with a materia melder NPC. Another option is to find a similar piece of armor with materia already attached. The markets are a perfect place to find specially crafted items synthesized by disciples of the hand from across Eorzea. Another option is to find another PC to meld the materia for you. One way to do this is via the player search feature. Once you have found a PC capable of doing the meld and terms have been agreed upon, target the player and select request meld from the sub-commands. I would not buy melded items off of the market board until you are max level. And even then, I would think twice about it because it's extremely expensive. But there are people out there who have so much gil they don't know what to do with, and they just spend it on the equipment. These level 1 items, though, I know sell for pretty well in the marketplace or market board, so it's one of the reasons why I want to retrieve these. Okay. Now we have to go to Eastern Thanalin. I went, how could I not have Black Brush Station unlocked? And I realized it's because my origin story on this character was the Gridanian one and not the Uldan one. That's why I didn't have it unlocked yet. Perfectly good reason. Not sure I want to go that way. Yeah, I think I have to go down this this pathway here rather than around that way. We'll know in a bit. Yeah, that was okay. You know, I could have gone through there because I'm level 25 and they're 13. But it is what it is. It took a little detour, got to see some things. I don't know if you can hear my dog out there. I'm going to get to a safe spot here. And then I'm going to go get her. All right, I'm going to go up here, get the chocobo key. All right. Isambard. I am Isambard, here to search for the missing folk, I take it? Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are, at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all that I can see the victims safely returned. Isambard of Camp Drybone. It's irony that it's raining in Camp Drybone. Is seeking help to solve a mystery of missing persons. Let us get right to it. Minfilia names the Amalja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of St. Adama Landama. Innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amalja still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalja seek in this area. All right, we got to go south. Southeast from here. All right, anytime you see a purple circle around anything, means as soon as you step into it, you're probably going to be attacked by something. Aha. Like there. Ripe corpse. That's just you. Oh, I'm collecting them. Oh! Oh, they're gonna be in my bag. Yuck. Oh. That's what they look like in inventory. Oh, that's... It's a lily. This poor soul appears to have been ravaged by an Amalja before sitting to rot for several turns of the sun. Oh, yuck. That's just yuck. It's good to see you return. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? Yes, yes we were. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed. but since there's more to this than meets the eye, the occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day, and even if there were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? All right, I leveled up. Yeah! Now I can equip that spear. Oh, and the velveteen shirt? Okay. I should have, yeah. Should have reassigned my gear. I might be able to sell that weapon on the market board. I mean, shop selling price is almost 3K, 3,000 gil. If I put it up for, 500 or something, it'll help somebody else out and might give me some gil back. In comparison, I already have better than that. Okay. So I'll probably pick up the bronze piece. Oh. Nah, I'm not going to pick that up. Okay. Let's say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves. It may be among them that we find the reason for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of August who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I wager he's at the inn quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. Alright, I think we have to go in here. Ah, here's August. I vaguely remember him. Well, gods be damned, you're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ul'dah. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? Dear friend. Missing people, please help. Yours, Eisenbart. Folk around here are sweary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before, what with all the disappearances. You can go talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. Alright, we have to talk to people around here. I'm going to actually change to Archer for this. Please, sir, just let me be. Devious derelict. I've nothing to say but this. They'll take who or whatever's been feeding off us low folk. Petrified pauper. What do you want from me? I don't know anything. I swear. Please don't kill me. I'll remind you, there's no brawling in the pub. Just that I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, back to Eisenbart. Wonder what the shopkeep has. Well, I got food here. Really, you only need the eggs at this stage of the game. Alright? Really don't... I have food for the food buff. The XP buff, but I really don't use it for much else. At near max game, end game, I actually will use the max level food. Because sometimes, you know, it's 10% extra health at that level, or roughly thereabouts. And, you know, 10% can be the difference between surviving a hit or dying and wiping. Welcome back, Gav. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. Eisenbard would like you to learn what you can from the clergy. All right. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than at the Church of Saint Adama Landama. It is a small and humble church found in the northwest of here. So long as you're headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? I see dead people? I don't know. A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marcus. He tends the graves of the Lich Yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. So we go north here. Marcus. I am Marcus, yes? A body? Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. All right, it is very easy to miss this path here. I went around looking all over for the darn thing. Put our Lily to rest. Really? Oh, jeez. Poor guy. How many times do you have to bury a corpse in a video game? Not very often. Not very often. Except in Final Fantasy XIV. Okay. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you, but maybe Sister Ursen can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me, you will find Sister Ursen within the church walls. What else has he got to say? It's all wrong. I should have... if I remember right, one of these guys has Snow White dye for... Asmore needs an exterminator at the Church of Saint Adama Landamana. You've troubled yourself to come all this way. I wonder if I might not trouble you a bit further. As you well know, we keep a lich yard here. The scent of death's decay draws blowfly swarms, which are as unclean as they are unwelcome. Slay 5 of these pestilent swarms, and the church will be in your debt. Alright, do any of these other folks have... So many tragedies have befallen us in recent years. The calamity, the primals. Alas, it is only within our power to shepherd the souls of the fallen and pray that they may find peace in Thal's realm. Alright, Sister Ursen. I hear you have done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when next you see him. You seek knowledge of missing drybone inhabitants. It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do so. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marcus would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marcus, and soon. All right, speak with Isambard at Camp Drybone. I'm just gonna kill these on the way. I know we'll be back here, so I don't feel compelled to stay close here. Barrage. That I'm going to slip down to here for the moment. All right. Thank you, Gav. A burial's no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? Thancred, you've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Gav? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I, too, spoke with Ungust more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance. Abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good sister Ursen herself? Ursen? She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye to this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marcus, I'd swear to the 12 I've seen that face somewhere else before. So, Marcus is going to be important somehow. Oh, wow, we get 5 of these? Holy cow. should have checked my food buff. Eisenbart is concerned about the questions surrounding Sister Ursen's integrity. Sister Ursen, it cannot be, although she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children, but no, it could not be she. Could it? Oh, I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there's one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray, seek out the boy, Gav, and see if you cannot glean anything from him about Ursen's activities. I think we have to go back up to the church. Or thereabouts. For the children. Okay. Kind of reminds me of the Wild West. Now let's unlock this. Uncombed urchin. Please help. Sister Ursen went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. I missed what he said. You smell of something? You smell of the dead. Bend to the ruins, eh? All right, purple circle time. Rotting mage? Ew. We are now aiding her. You are the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes. Well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. All right, let's quick travel back to Drybone. Sister Ursen was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar? Gods forfend! I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans? And risking her own well-being in the doing, no less? Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Alright. Isambard seems to have a message for you from Thancred. I'm well glad I reserved that inn room for Sister Ursen. Seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Alright, let's go figure out what the heck's going on. Water to fetch, weeds to pull, a shabby lich yard is a slight to the living and the dead alike. Oh, there's work enough from the church, but nothing you'd call cheery. Thank you, friend. If the swarms were to spread their pestilence at the church unchecked, before long we would need to mourn the mourning. For the time being, at least, the grieving can pray in peace for their dead to cross over safely. Thou bless you. Yeah, it's kind of nice to have some white dye. I think we'll put that over here. All right. I'm all the wrong places. All right. We're going to go around the top here so we don't have to go down and up and down and up. All right. Dusty mongrel. Okay. The nice thing about being over level is I don't have to worry about aggroing the dusty mongrels. Ah, there you are, Gav. So good of you to come. Indeed, I have heard all about good Sister Ursen. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Ursen near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Gav. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Thanks. Thancred doesn't want to do it, so he's going to send me. Dude. What else do you got to say? I much prefer to keep an eye on things from out here. Go and take a look inside. Will you? Thanks. Thanks a lot. Make me do your dirty work. If we're lucky enough, we can sneak behind a lot of these. Queer leaflet. Oh, that was good. We did that good. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? Queer leaflet. This leaflet. See the wealth of knowledge to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Nald Thal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the order penned this. Pray, take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Ursen makes of it. All right, back to Camp Drybone. Can't believe I got out of there without fighting any of them. It was nice. All right. I think she is in the inn here. I think. Could be wrong. Oh, probably going in this door. Lambert ain't one of you. Come, listen closely. Can you hear that beating? 'Tis the flow of ether, the very pulse of the land. Truly, Eorzea is a realm of endless wonders. Every day my heart is set aflutter with a new discovery. Okay. Wonder if anybody else has anything to say in here. Zozaru. This does not concern you. Please, let her grieve in peace. Just being nosy. See what Thancred has to say. Now, let us see what Sister Ursen makes of this leaflet. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor this day? I want you to look at this leaflet, my dear. What is this? Blasphemous! Those are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the order to deceive the people? Who would do such a thing? The plot thickens, Gav. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. Oh, good. I can scroll out. Being scrolled too far in, it's like, ugh, makes my head hurt. Posing as a priest, to think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Gav. I shall keep my ears and eyes open now more than ever. I don't need these leggings, so I'm going to go with the silver piece here. Isambard wants to help you identify and apprehend the false priest. I'm afraid I've not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon more innocents will fall victim. Thancred says, do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Gav and me serve with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops will serve your needs so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. Thancred says, these will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Gav, so as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived to camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. What's he got to say? Camp lies on the road between Blackshroud and Ul'dah. You'll find several places of note nearby. I suppose the two most well-known are the Amalja encampment, where the lizardmen nest, and the Church of St. Adama Landamana, where the thaumaturgists tend the dead and worship Thal. Now you know why there are so many immortal flames and corpses about. The former keep the Amalja in check, and the latter are bound to be given back to the earth. Thancred, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has sent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. In case you misplace the tunic and the slops, you'll need to ask Isambard for another set. All right, well, let's put those on, even though it ruins our stats. I look decidedly filthy. Okay, nice job. All right, let's go beg for work. I preach the teachings of Azema, the warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azema is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. That's cool, because Gav worships Azema. And you are? Another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames that neither work nor coin for your like. Be gone and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. Well, that's kind of mean, isn't it? Well, Thancred, you could be helping out here. But no. Arildus. What is it? Gods, not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? I think we gotta go in here and talk to somebody. I might be wrong. Oh, sister or son must be better. Emergard. Greetings, good sir. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should join your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. Dress to deceive. I wonder if there's something up top here. Come to carry those bodies to the Lich Yard. I'm gaining a reputation as the guy who takes care of bodies, I guess. All right, now it's down below. You can see the little arrow down there. Let you in here. Out now. Okay, I'm out. Addlestan. And I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now, get out of here so I can finish my story. Alright. Yeah. Let's, go back to talk to Thancred. He's my cutie. You have quite a knack of being a nuisance, Gav. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place. Rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Yeah, let's go running around. Go find where we gotta be at. Oh, we have a bit of a run, don't we? Tancred has a tent up here. Okay. A fine evening for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? You look absolutely smashing, Gav. Positively dressed for deception. Nice. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live, no way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child. I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Naldthal, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teaching of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's awful mummer, Ungust. What? How do you know? You bastards tricked me. Please, don't hurt me. I'm only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised here, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalja raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalja in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands. Outrageous ones. Demands of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people. So I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amalja. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, says Thancred, but at the cost of innocence? You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the whole story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. Was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of what the Amalja pay me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Oh, not you again. Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flame's patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about it, I swear it. At this stage, I am rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth. But no matter, there will be time enough to learn the truth. Oh, Angus sobs. Gav, be a good man and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still out there somewhere. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Let's put our proper gear back on. Let's go to Vesper Bay. We're going to use the Aetheryte ticket because we can. Quick and easy. Absolutely glamorous. Oh, okay. This gives you the recipe for how to craft your glamour crystals. See if Tataru has anything else. Gav, how goes it? All's well here, at least on the bookkeeping front anyway. Welcome back, Gav. I'm pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You've done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amalja know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Minfilia would like you to meet a distinguished individual. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with the goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mudamix Bubblypots. Mudamix Bubblypots. And he is a scholar of no small repute. Mudamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mudamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mudamix, and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mudamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke and the way will become clear. Wonder if the other Scions have anything new to say. Oh, Y'shtola? Our organization, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, was formed through the union of two separate entities. The first was comprised of Sharlayan natives, such as myself, and was called the Circle of Knowing. The second, made up of individuals that share your rare gift, was known as the Path of the 12. The terrible events that ushered in the Seventh Umbral Era taught us that only together may we stand against the evil that seeks to consume us. Well, nothing new. Alright, we gotta go. A good thing we attuned to this. Otherwise, I would have had to run back there. Gotta talk to Bubbly Pots. Some of these names are just highly entertaining. Shock? Who is Uplander come to tent ring of Mudamix Bubbly Pots? Oh, that's Minfilia's dagger. Dagger, not dagger. Swinburrows. Fighty Tool drinks in airy self. When full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to Stony Shine, name of materia. If material join with other Fighty Tool, then Big Eye's Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Shuck. Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty Tool to Mutamix, yes? Shuck. Fighty Tool is unstrong as eating tool. Make good teachy show of power of materia. This language is hilarious. The materia master. Now eyes of Uplander point at Fighty Tool, yes? Shuck. Materia join with Fighty Tool. Fighty Tool gains power of materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here, Uplander take Fighty Tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, ye imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger of yours from summit as would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding. Shuck. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia? Then Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learny ones of Mutamix. This language is so hard to read fast. Oh, Lord. All right. Deliver the materia-enhanced daggers to Minfilia. Let's use our Vesper Bay ticket. I believe you get more than just those 40, so don't worry about using them up, okay? It'll save you a crap ton of running, because it's such a pain in the neck. Ah, we have a quest from Nedrick Ironheart. Actually, I do want to take this one. Hello, Halatali. Except Nedrick of the Science of the Seventh Dawn has some useful information he wishes to share. Hail there, adventurer. I'm Nedrick Ironheart, an explorer by trade and a scion by allegiance. And you, my friend, look to me, an adventurer in need of a challenge. I happen to know just the place that will offer it to you. Tucked away in a corner of eastern Thanalan lies Halatali, and it is there that you will find all the excitement you crave. The place boasts a storied history. It was built some 100 years past as a training ground for gladiators. The calamity laid ruin to it, though, as it did to most things. Now Halatali is a shadow of its former self. But in the dark of that shadow lurk wild beasts, both bloodthirsty and beyond count. For one such as yourself, I dare say there is no place finer than Halatali to test your skill and refine your technique. Indeed, I've taken the liberty of passing your name along to the Flames who oversee the place. Should you visit, speak with one Fafajani near the entryway. All right. Enter the Waking Sands. I don't know why it points our camera straight down all the time. Welcome back, Gav. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Yes, it did. I learned much thingies. Makes my brain case rattle. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Gav, so make it your ally. Now it is time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray, speak with me when you are ready to begin. Ooh, level 18 weapon coffer. Contains a weapon of item level 18 through 21. Yeah, I will actually save that. Because I already have better on these 2 jobs. And I can use it for another class when I unlock him. Minfilia would like to assist the Immortal Flames. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungust, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalja to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungust attend as planned. As the Amalja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, Gav. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray, take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. All right, and we are back for more of the MSQ. We need to report to the Flame Sergeant at Camp Drybone. I'm going to assume the Flame Captain here is outside the spot we need to be at. This poor guy's been trying to lift this box for hours. Ah, you're Gavtia of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on your mission, or on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amalja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizard men aren't aware that their man, Ungust, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point, meet the traitors, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amalja plot if the mission succeeds, Gav. Let's make sure it does. Lie in wait at the Invisible City. Let's put our bow on here. So we can actually move a little more speedily. Actually, we're going to take the chocobo since we unlock that, because it'll be faster than anything I can do even with Peloton. If I can remember where the bird is. Yes, let's hire, get up there in a minute. The music. The Chocobo theme music. Love it. The dead feel no pain. Remember that when you slice off one's head. Okay. Great. We had to be coming in here at a fate. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir. What is the meaning of this? Says the Amalja warrior. Wait, something's amiss. Oh boy. Traitor, youngest. You little shit. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the immortal flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? It was almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Ungus says, your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Ungus, now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. Traitorous flame soldier, they're all yours. Ta-ta! It's gonna be a little bit of a challenge here. Defeat the Amalja. Okay. I think we need to focus on high cant here. Arr. Oh, great. Alright, let's take out this bad boy. Tell my daughter I love her. Tell her yourself. We're all going home from here. Put up your weapon or your comrade's a dead man. Behind you! Uh-oh. Bring him. The rest of you, march. Traitor scum. Flame Private. The lizards claim they will soon bring us before Ifrit for tempering. All of us are as good as dead. Captured Flame Private. Let's see what they have. The lizardmen marched us to their stronghold. They're preparing for something, and I, for one, do not want to be around when they finish. They're going to kill us, aren't they? Gods, I don't want to die. I want to go home. I fear the Amalja mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death with steel in hand. Flame Private? What does he say? Listen well, these waters feed into the marshes of Drybone. A short swim will see us to freedom. However, if all of us attempt to flee, we are like to be discovered. You alone must sneak out and assemble a rescue party. Once you've won free, seek out our comrades stationed at Drybone. He will show you the way back here. May the 12 speed your way. No, let's not. Let's enter the Drybone with a party of other players. Sweet. All right, we got to pop, folks. The hard part about being DPS is you got longer queue times. If you want a fast queue time, be a tank or healer. All right, let's watch this cutscene. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. O mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Oh. Almighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. Bloody hells! Bring those two as well. Oh, Ungust. Oh, I'm so sorry to see you there, Ungust. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you. Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. Oh. Oh, mighty Ifrit, says the flame sergeant. My one true god. Your words are my bread. Impossible! But by what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that is the only explanation. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art of the godless blessed's number. The paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. They don't have the floor marked super well when that thing goes down, so just stay away from it. And don't be in front with the tank, or you take that nasty attack in the face. Infernal nails, we gotta kill the nails. I don't think I want to be in front of him. Oh, we found a second crystal. Nice. Thancred, pray forgive my lateness. I was delayed by a congregation of Amalja zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent lot. Nice. Whew. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives, no less than I'd expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it's fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Gav. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You've been given a veritable baptism of fire. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Drybone, shall we say? This way, sir. So that was the mighty Ifrit, says Nero Tolskeva. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Ul'dan interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. Livia, we've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we have achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I'm troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Livia says, perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You've been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do so as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. Oh, with allies like that, beware, woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. All right. Leave duty? Yes. Oh no, all the dead. Ah, there you are, Gav. Come, rest a while. You'll have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's ignominious defeat, the Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds, for once a man is tempered. But it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand, no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Gav. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the Waking Sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. While we're down this way, let's go pick up Halatali, because I think we'll end up somewhere else. Come to carry those bodies in the lich yard. You guys are really preoccupied with my ability to carry bodies to the cemetery. Jeez. Let's open another dungeon for us. If it's the halls of Halatali you need seek no further. Permit me to tell you something of this place. The name comes from an ancient tongue, Halatali meaning the land of many shadows. It was here that our distant ancestors first settled, and you have not come all this way for a lesson in history. Shh. Listen. Do you not hear the howls and growls? Do you not feel how they shake the very earth beneath you? Those sounds are the work of no wind, my friend, nor that rumbling the doings of any shadows. Those are the calls of Halatali, for now the beasts once kept for the Colosseum lurk here. And these are no gentle beasts broken by the hand of man, no. There are those within that even the might of the immortal flames cannot tame. From the look of you, you must be Gav. I receive word from Nedrick that you might be along. By his recommendation, I grant you leave to enter freely. I only pray you are able to find your way out. Ooh, nice. We're a disciple of war. So, we don't want to take, these are tank gloves. These are more designed for casters. And these are for the non-caster DPS and non-healers. So, item comparison. It's actually not as good as my Lord Commander gloves, believe it or not. Strength, vitality, well, skill speed, direct hit. You know what? I'm going to keep the Lord brand new gloves on. They're actually better for what I need. Because I really don't need skill speed. I could use the direct hit rate and determination more. Report to the Scion of the Seventh Dawn. Let's use one of our Vesper Bay tickets. I didn't think to talk to those guys there. Gav, how goes it? All's well here, at least on the bookkeeping front anyway. Okay, nothing new for her to say. Okay. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He's presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. My late arrival nearly cost Gav his life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took him prisoner, and I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle he survived, but that does not excuse the fact that he should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly, just as I'm failing you all. Minfilia says, "What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every..." Gav, it's so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend, says Thancred. I had just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You've done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear, and now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions, with the aid of summoning their primal Ifrit. Minfilia says, nor is this tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa, Laminza, and Gridania of late. Thancred, I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now, ether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe, not unlike the Force. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of ether, crystals. Minfilia, it is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Thancred, which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether. Minfilia. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon towards which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength through its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. Thancred says, but the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Minfilia, yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. Thancred says, the recent incidents all share a common trait, meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. Minfilia, while I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, Gav. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who fell Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Thancred. Whether she intended to or no, Minfilia neglected to tell you something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that all are to be put to death, the flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Gav. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Louisoix would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Minfilia is wearing a wry smile. Might it have something to do with your newfound fame? Okay. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Ida and Papalymo that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, so as you will soon discover. We have guests, Gav. Or rather, you have guests. Beg pardons. Ah, Lady Minphilia, radiant as always. I'm given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I'm here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Limsa, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Gav, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Gav's deeds spread so quickly. That the immortal flames should know of his triumph is to be expected. But what of the other grand companies? Eep, says the Tsar. Your reputation precedes you, Master Tia. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. And imagine our pride when we learn that you began your journey as an adventurer in our own Gridania. Know that the people hold you in high esteem and that you will always be welcome among us. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant men such as you. Join our strength to yours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Tia. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said, "You have the look of a hero." Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we would want you for the Maelstrom. Join our strength to yours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa to the shores of glory. Kif looks... The look on his face is priceless. It's like, what? What? WTF? Lady Minphilia. Oh, very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Serving a grand company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the grand companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I concede that it is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each grand company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Stormar. Very well, let Gav hear our leaders speak, then return here with his decision. We eagerly await your answer. I know full well that adventurers are, by their nature, a liberty-loving breed and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a grand company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Gav, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one man. In the midst of a grand company, however, you will be one man amongst many, a friend among friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The grand companies seek to protect their own nations. We scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, Gav, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Minfilia, with the power you possess, there will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one man. In the midst of a grand company, however, you will be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. The elder Seedseer speaks only truth, and her words have the power to touch the soul. At the sound of her voice, all fall silent and attend her. The Flame General is a passionate man, and his words never fail to light a fire in the belly of those who listen. I am sure you would be no exception. When the Admiral speaks, even pirates listen, and that is no small thing. She is a born leader, the kind one would gladly follow to the 7th hell. All right, speak with Tataru. Wonder if these guys have anything to say now. Oh, Y'shtola's not even there. Okay. I have heard word of your deeds. I am sparing in my praise, so know that you have truly impressed me. Be that as it may, it is fortunate that Thancred arrived when he did. Had he been but a moment later, I shudder to think what would have transpired. Urianger. The destruction that visited this land cannot be attributed to the forces of the Empire alone. Worm of midnight, of breath infernal. For some, a legend made flesh, for others, an insidious symbol of memory lost. We grasp but a piece of this puzzle. Much and more must we question and contemplate ere the fallen moon revealeth its myriad secrets. Arenval, an experienced warrior like Abba won't die so easily. He's strong, fast, cunning. Aye, he'll come back safe. Oli, I must confess, I do rather miss that obnoxious Makote's company. Abba is taking part in a joint operation with the Immortal Flames. I imagine he's having the time of his life right now. Brent. Everything looks to be in order. Right, on to the next customer. Una. Crunch, 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 crunch. Ah, hello again, laddie. Meet Percivan. We was thick as thieves in the old days. At least I think we was. Or it might have been that he was a right creepy bastard and I did me best to avoid him. Still, we was both members of the old order, so either way we're in this together, eh? Thancred. You've put us all to shame with your recent performance in the field. If I am to keep up, I dare say I'll need bigger knives. So many inappropriate thoughts. So little time. Papalimo. 5 years ago, the 3 grand companies joined as one and fought the Garlean Empire at the Cartano Flats. And now, for the first time, the people will gather to remember those who fell in the field. That being said, no one has any clear memory of what transpired that fateful day, not even the leaders of each nation. Yeah. Speeches? Oh, yes, I love them. There's nothing like a good exposition when you're having trouble sleeping. Okay. Nice. Oh my goodness. All right, we've talked to everybody in here. Let's go talk to Taru. You don't have to think that one grand company is better than the other. They're not. They're all the same. They all have the same function. They're just different flavors of the same. You can change them at any time. I think there's some use for it in PvP, like if you're allied with one grand company. It may have advantage on the field in PvP, but don't quote me on that. I have no idea because I unlock the PvP quest for the XP and that's it. I don't PvP anymore. It's too stressful for me. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Gav. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Next time, I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the 3 services, and Elder Seer Khan A. Senna will deliver her address at Miketo's Amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Ulda, where Flame General Roban Aldine will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored there's to be a special guest. How exciting! Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa Laminza, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merylwib Blufwison will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry, Xantheo, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go then, and I hope you find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. And we are going to close it out for today before my voice gives out. And we'll pick it up next time with the quest A Hero in the Making, where we attend the remembrance services at the 3 major city-states. So you all have a great one. Mama Cat Gamer is signing out. Have a great one, cats and kittens.